I just saw the Minecraft movie, and I think it's about time that I told you guys my thoughts on it. It's been over a week since the movie came out, so I'm not sure if I'm too late to the party, but this is gonna be my take on it. So there will be spoilers here, so I hope that you guys don't mind spoilers if you guys haven't watched it yet. But if you haven't and you don't want spoilers, you better click off now because we're out of PIM particles, so we can't go back in time. So, the Minecraft movie. I gotta say, it really surpassed my expectations. It's not as bad as what people were hyping it to be, especially from the trailers, but it is very good. I feel like we're in a Brave New World situation where the reviews say it's bad, but after watching it, you're like, it's not as bad as what people are saying it is, though there is a lot of room for improvement. It really feels like one of those movies that you can watch at a friend's house just to waste time or you guys are high. Like it really feels like that type of movie. So the plot is simple. Steve wants to go into the Minecraft world. He goes into this cave. He finds a crystal and an orb, which activates a portal for him to enter into the Minecraft world. He's there for a while, and then piglins want to steal the orb because it grants great power. So Steve sends his dog into the real world with the orb, which ends up in Jacob Momoa's store. Now, our main character Henry enters the store, sees the orb. Him and Jacob Momoa, I know his name is Garrett, but I think it's funnier if I refer to him as Jacob Momoa. But I think it's also better if I refer to Jack Black as Steve. Anyways, Henry and Jacob Momoa enter a cave where the orb leads them. Henry's sister finds them there along with, I guess, their supervisor. It's never mentioned what she is to like the cast. It's just that she was there at the beginning of the movie where she introduces Henry and Henry's sister. But yeah, it's never really like mentioned like what she does in the movie. Anyways, they enter the portal which leads them into the Minecraft world where it turns night. They're attacked by mobs, which breaks the crystal of the orb so they can't go back home. Yes, the crystal and the orb are two pieces that they need to work together to activate a portal. They can't go back into the real world, but Henry, being a creative person, builds a fort for them to stay in the night, which immediately gets blown up by creepers, so now they're surrounded by zombies. But Steve comes to the rescue and saves them, but he tells them that they can't go back home, so they have to go retrieve a crystal from the Woodland Mansion in order to activate the portal again. While they're in the village, like getting some loot, piglins come in, they fight the group, which separates them, and then Steve, Jacob Momoa, and Henry end up at the Woodland Mansion, where the funny things happen, chicken jockey, and then they manage to get the crystal, and then they're out of there. But not for long because the piglins catch up to them and steal the orb. They have to work together to defeat the piglins with this ultimate power. One final showdown, our heroes win, they activate the portal, and everyone gets to go home. I know there's like a lot more I can got into, but that's basically like the main points of the movie. Everything else I didn't mention, without it, does not affect the plot at all. So let's go over a few things that I liked about the movie. I feel like it represented the mobs pretty well. Like we got like a lot of mobs that were there from the beginning of Minecraft. So we have like zombified piglins, regular piglins, zombies, skeletons, spiders, endermen, ghasts, and even like passive mobs like pigs, sheep, cows, stuff like that. We got like a lot of like decent representation of mobs in this movie. What I really liked is how like they also like shown them off like their abilities, especially like the people that have never played Minecraft. It still shows them like what they did in the games. So like zombies, they walk in hordes to attack you in person. Skeletons, they can shoot you from far. Spiders, they're really fast and you can catch up to you if you're running away. Creepers, they blow up buildings so other mobs can get in. I really like that, especially when the scene where Henry builds a fort and the creeper just blows up a side of the fort so the zombies can walk in. I think that's a really good representation, and that's what should happen in Minecraft. Like if a creeper is chasing you and you close the door on it, I feel like it should automatically just blow up the room or blow up the wall so that others can come in. Also, I like how they made an army of iron golems at the end of the movie. Like I think that's what we all wanted. A army of iron golems protecting us. And that army fought the piglins, which was pretty cool too. It was nice seeing that. I also like the modifications that they gave with the Iron Golem. Like they gave one the Iron Golem like swiftness, which is pretty cool. I really feel like they should have just given a potion of swiftness instead of using swiftness boots. But hey, you gotta like make the movie more interesting, right? Even at the end of the movie, they also show the army of wolves helping out, which is pretty cool. So not only do we have army of iron golems and an army of wolves attacking the piglins, which is basically two things we wanted as kids. We want to have an army of iron golems and an army of wolves. Now, here are some of my gripes from the movie where it could be improved. It messed up Jack Black's and Jacob Momoa's characters. Like, they're both good actors, but the movie falls short with using them. Like Jack Black, we all know him as a funny actor who can play really good characters. But with Steve, it really made him just this cringy wannabe funny guy. And all the jokes that Steve was saying, it felt like it was really, really forced. I feel like Jack Black is just a naturally funny character, but when you're putting him in certain situations where like the jokes feel like they have to be forced, it just doesn't work. Like think about like Po from Kung Fu Panda. His jokes falling good because that's his personality. You're used to it, and like it doesn't feel like you're forced to listen to him. But with Steve, it just feels like it's forced, which kind of really like messed me up a bit. Let's go to Jacob Momoa, who's famously known for playing serious characters like Aquaman. But he does have some funny stuff about him. Like I remember when he did a parody of a court case, and that was really funny to watch. So he can be funny here and there, but the movie just falls short with him. Also, I felt that Henry had the most stuff taken out from him. Like he had so much potential in the movie, yet the movie doesn't expand on him, which really felt like it was just wasted. Like during the movie, at the beginning, it's hyped that he's a creative person that likes science. He likes creating things. He likes inventing things. So why not use that in the Minecraft movie? He builds one fort and one new item that we haven't seen, and that's it. And I get it. He made a Iron Golem move faster with swiftness boots. But that's not. You can do the same thing in Minecraft with a splash potion of swiftness. Yeah, it won't last as long as the boots, but you can get the same effect. So it's not really like making something new. The only thing he made new was like a potato launcher, and that's it. And there was just this one scene in the movie where they find redstone, and Steve says, "Oh, you can make different contraptions with these redstones." But nothing was used after. They never used redstone in the movie except for like blowing up TNT, and that's it. Like they never used redstone. We never get to see some cool contraptions from Henry that is meant to be creative, meant to create something new. We just never see that in the movie, and I feel like he had the most potential in this movie, and it just felt wasted. I hope that if we get a second Minecraft movie, it does expand on Henry more. Like he learns a little bit more recipes, he knows more inventions, so he creates different types of inventions in the Minecraft world. Speaking of which, he never knew the recipes at all, yet at the end of the movie, he somehow knew all the recipes. Like, it's not like he had a book from Steve that showed everything. I feel like for him, it would have been nice for Steve to teach him like different recipes or to give him like pieces that he knew how to craft. But yeah, it just feels so wasted with Henry. Overall, this is a kids movie at the end, so I don't think the plot really matters to these kids. As long as it has Minecraft, jokes, and action, I think that's all that matters to them. And overall, it's not really a bad movie at all. Like, I wouldn't say it's like total garbage. I've seen worse, but it's also like just falls flat. Like, it doesn't reach the potential it could be. So, when I see a second viewing of this, we'll see. But overall, I think that it's just a decent movie. If you want to have something to waste time, or you just want to hang out with friends, you want something to play in the background, I think this movie does fit well. So I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. And that's about it. Peace.